Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel, VC Coin, and HISTORY, the 1984D Jefferson nickel, bearing the inscriptions Liberty, Eagle-ite, Fraternit, 5 cents, and United States of America. Along with E pluribus unum, is a unique artifact that blends historical American coinage with symbolic overtones often associated with European revolutionary ideals. At its core, the 1984D Jefferson nickel was minted at the Denver Mint, as indicated by the D mint mark on the obverse side. It features the iconic left-facing portrait of Thomas Jefferson, the third President of the United States and primary author of the Declaration of Independence, designed by artist Felix Schlag. Schlag's design, first introduced in 1938, became a lasting symbol of American ideals throughout the 20th century. The coin's obverse typically includes Jefferson's profile, along with the motto, "In God We Trust," the word liberty in Jefferson's handwriting, and the mint, year 1984. On the reverse, the coin showcases Jefferson's famous home Monte, along with inscriptions, E pluribus unum, Latin for out of many, 1, United States of America, and the denomination 5 cents. The Monticello building, with its neoclassical architecture, not only symbolizes Jefferson's intellectual prowess and Enlightenment ideals, but also reinforces his vision of liberty rooted in reason and equality. The motto E pluribus embodies the unity of the American states under one federal government, a principle that Jefferson ardently supported during the foundational years of the Republic. The phrase, Liberty, Eagle-ite, Fraternit, does not appear on official U.S. coinage and is instead the motto of the French Republic, originating from the French Revolution. Its presence in your description appears symbolic, possibly reflecting an effort to associate the American coin with universal democratic principles shared between the United States and France during the Enlightenment era. Thomas Jefferson himself was an admirer of French revolutionary ideals and served as the U.S. minister to France during the height of revolutionary fervor. The phrase thus indirectly connects Jefferson's philosophical legacy with broader ideas of freedom, equality, and brotherhood, reinforcing the coin's ideological depth. The term épiblique and the name Le Griffiel seem to hint at a conceptual or symbolic reinterpretation rather than literal features of the coin. Le Griffel could be alluding to Philippe Starck Le Griffel, known for design work on euro coins, though not associated with U.S. currencies. So this reference, too, seems more metaphorical than factual, possibly merging elements from global coinage into one narrative. In terms of material, the 1984D nickel is composed of 75% copper and 25% nickel, weighing exactly 5.00 grams and measuring 21.21 millimeters in diameter. Over 1 billion nickels were minted at the Denver facility that year, making it a common coin in circulation. However, condition and rarity always matter. Those in uncirculated or proof conditions can hold collectible value. MS65 and above specimens are particularly valued by collectors. A full steps FS designation on the Monticello can greatly increase the value, as it indicates a well-struck coin with sharp detail on the steps of the building, which are often weakly struck. In the numismatic world, every detail counts: the condition of the strike, the luster, any doubling errors or die cracks, and mint mark clarity. For example, doubled dies or repunched mint marks in the 1984D nickel series, while rare, are sought after by collectors. These small minting anomalies can turn an otherwise common coin into a significantly more valuable one. Meanwhile, circulated examples often carry sentimental or educational value rather than monetary. Beyond its physical properties, the coin serves as a miniature monument to the principles Jefferson stood for: limited government, civil liberties, and republicanism. It is both a tool of commerce and a vessel of ideology. The coin subtly educates its holder on core American values while inviting reflection on the shared ideals of Western democratic revolutions: freedom, equality, and fraternity. Whether symbolized by E pluribus unum or liberté, the Jefferson nickel, though American in origin, becomes a global symbol when viewed through this philosophical lens, celebrating common human aspirations toward justice and dignity. Thus, while the 1984D Jefferson nickel may appear modest at first glance, it encapsulates a rich legacy, both literal and symbolic, of a nation's history, a founding father's vision, and the timeless ideals of liberty and unity that transcend borders. The next up top to the 1999D Jefferson nickel, a 5-cent coin minted by the Denver Mint of the United States of America, holds historical and artistic significance far beyond its face value. This small circular piece, bearing the inscription 5 cents, is emblematic of American identity and economic function. The obverse of the coin features the left-facing portrait of Thomas Jefferson, the third President of the United States and principal author of the Declaration of Independence. Around Jefferson's image are the words, "In God We Trust" and "Liberty," followed by the mint year 1999 and the mint mark D, indicating its production at Denver. This embodiment of liberty not only echoes Jefferson's legacy of freedom but aligns with the French Republican motto, Liberté, Eagle-ite, Fraternit. suggesting that freedom, equality, and fraternity are core to democratic governance. On the reverse side, we see Monticello Jefferson's neoclassical plantation home in Virginia, intricately engraved to reflect architectural balance and Enlightenment ideals. Above it, the phrase e pluribus unum, Latin for out of many, one reinforces national unity from diverse origins, echoing the fraternal dimension of society envisioned in the French Trinity. Below Monticello lies the denomination, 5 cents and United States of America, forming a complete political message wrapped in numismatic art. When viewed through a Republic, Le Griffel-style lens known for its deep symbolism and civic themes, the coin transforms into a microcosmic symbol of national philosophy, liberty as personal freedom, equality in representation, and fraternity as social cohesion. Though the coin is a product of modern industrial minting, it resonates with deep-rooted philosophical traditions shared between the US and European republics. Its metallic body copper-nickel alloy shines with resilience, symbolizing durability of ideals over time. While not rare in a numismatic sense, as millions were minted, the 1999 D. Jefferson nickel serves as an enduring reminder of the past, a carrier of civic values, and a silent ambassador of shared democratic principles. Such a coin, often passed from hand to hand, wallet to counter, speaks not just of economic exchange, but of historical continuity and the invisible threads that link the aspirations of people across continents and centuries. The next up, top 3, the 2000 D. Jefferson nickel, bearing the inscription Liberty, Eagle-ite, Fraternit, alongside 5 cents, and the United States of America, e pluribus una, holds not only numismatic value but also symbolic meaning in its design, mint mark, and historical context. This American 5-cent coin was minted in Denver, as indicated by the D mint mark. It belongs to the long-running Jefferson nickel series, which began in 1938 and continues today, with Thomas Jefferson, the third President of the United States and the principal author of the Declaration of Independence, prominently featured on the obverse. The obverse of the coin depicts a left-facing portrait of Jefferson, designed by artist Felix Schlupp. Jefferson's dignified expression and the detailed contour of his bust represent the ideals of enlightenment and democratic leadership. The word liberty, inscribed in Jefferson's own handwriting, lies to the right of the portrait, with the year 2000 and the mint mark D below it. Though not officially on the coin, the symbolic phrase Liberty, Eagle-ite, Fraternit, the national motto of France, meaning liberty, equality, brotherhood, is often invoked by numismatists to emphasize shared democratic ideals between nations, especially in interpretive or symbolic contexts. On the reverse side, we see the stately Monticello, Jefferson's Virginia estate, which he designed himself. Above the image is the motto e pluribus unum, out of many, one, symbolizing the unity of the states into a single nation. Beneath Monticello, the words 5 cents and United States of America appear. The reverse design emphasizes Jefferson's role not only as a statesman, but also as an architect and philosopher, deeply tied to the shaping of American civic life. The 2000 D. Jefferson nickel was struck from a cupronickel alloy, 75% copper and 25% nickel, and weighs 5.00 grams. The coin has a diameter of 21.2 millimeters and a plain edge. Tens of millions were produced in 2000 at the Denver Mint, making it a common coin in circulation. However, certain varieties or mint errors, such as off-center strikes, double dies, or repunched mint marks, can be sought after by collectors. In terms of numismatic value, circulated 2000 D nickels generally hold only face value, but uncirculated, or high-grade specimens, especially those graded MS65 or above by professional services, like PCGS or NGC, can sell for modest premiums. Proof versions of the coin were struck in San Francisco with an S mint mark, but those are entirely separate from the Denver minted circulation strike. The spiritual connection to French ideals symbolized in the interpretive use of liberty, Eagle-ite, Fraternit, also connects Jefferson's admiration for French Enlightenment philosophy and his time as U.S. Minister to France. This philosophical backdrop helps enhance the symbolic resonance of the Jefferson nickel. Additionally, terms like epoblique and le griffel, which might be interpreted as artistic or poetic representations of Republican spirit, and contistic attribution, possibly referring to allegorical coin artists, further add layers of meaning for those viewing coinage as art and ideology. In summary, the 2000 D. Jefferson nickel may appear as a common 5-cent coin, but it carries a wealth of historical, philosophical, and artistic meaning. It honors a key figure in American history, expresses unity through design and motto, and subtly echoes global democratic values. While common in circulation, its design bridges the past and present, reminding us how much thought and national identity are embedded in even the smallest coins in our pockets.